Promotional76 this week. I'm your host, Gotmark76. We have a great show lined up for you today, so let's dive right in. This week in the World Wrestling Federation saw the British Bulldogs victorious over Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. We also heard from manager Bobby the Brain Heenan regarding the big world title match on May 7th at Saturday Night's main event, when he promised that not only would Andre the Giant win the World Heavyweight title, but he would destroy Hulkamania forever. Speaking of Saturday Night's main event, the World Tag Team titles will be on the line when the Hart Foundation defend against Demolition. This week in the World Wrestling Federation saw the Hart Foundation in action in a non-title match against Heenan family members King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd. Pay close attention to the closing moments of this match, as it appears that Jim the Anvil Neidhart has suffered a lower back injury, which could be detrimental to that World Tag Team title match against Demolition on May 7th.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, the World Wrestling World Tag Team Champions, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
And there they are, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart, the Hart Foundation. And they have a tall task ahead of them. They already lost a non-title match to the Islanders, another tag team under the tutelage of Bobby the Brain Heenan. And I can understand maybe the part of the Hart Foundation wrestling opponents who are bigger than them to prepare for Demolition on Saturday night's main event on May 7th, but I mean, you're talking about guys who are extremely bigger than Demolition in height and weight. But maybe the Hart Foundation believe that if they can get by Bundy and Studd here today, that they'll be in good shape against Demolition. Of course, it's different styles of wrestling and everything all come into play. But so far, King Kong Bundy having his way with the Hitman makes a tag. And here comes Big John Studd into the matchup. Studd missing an elbow drop. And the Hitman trying to take over with a crossbody takes down Big John Studd. The Heenan family has been firing on all cylinders in recent weeks. Andre the Giant has a legitimate chance to win the World Heavyweight title on May 7th. The Islanders scored that non-title victory over the Hart Foundation. Bundy and Studd are here against the World Tag Team Champions. And if they can get a victory here over the Hart Foundation, then both tag teams of Bundy and Studd and the Islanders would be considered for a future title opportunity. Bobby the Brain Heenan could in fact become manager of champions if things go his way over the next few weeks. Now Big John Studd working over Jim the Anvil Neidhart, has him up over his head, Gorilla Press Slam. Look at the strength of Big John Studd. Jim the Anvil is between 280 and 290, and John Studd picked him up like he weighed nothing. And now the Anvil picks up Bundy like he weighs nothing, so lots of power in this matchup. As Neidhart firing away on King Kong Bundy. And a series of axe handles takes down the big man from New Jersey. As the Anvil comes over, makes a tag, and here comes the Hitman. So frequent tags in this match by both teams thus far. Leg drop across the throat of King Kong Bundy. The Bret the Hitman Hart needs to use his speed here. He's not going to... What's this? A distraction in the aisle? That's the Demolition theme song. Has distracted Bret Hart. Wait a second. Bundy back to his feet, misses a flying elbow. And the Hitman with the DDT on Bundy takes down Bundy. as Hart's starting to celebrate. He's pointing to Demolition. Demolition's not here, but their theme music played towards the entranceway, and that distracted Bret the Hitman Hart. And now Big John, oh my gosh, Big John Studd climbing the top rope. Saw that Hart was too far away. And there's Hart using his speed. And drops Studd back. Now Hart climbing the top rope, and oh, he got caught. And Studd throws him up the top rope. But Demolition playing mind games in this matchup. Their theme song played over the loudspeaker, and that brought the attention of Bret the Hitman Hart to the aisleway, the entrance ramp. As Studd just shoves aside Bret the Hitman Hart. Demolition playing mind games, I gotta give them credit for that. I mean, one could say that the Hart Foundation are already undermatched in this contest against Bundy and Studd, but you add in Demolition's mind games, and maybe the Hart Foundation are at a disadvantage. Even the suplex by King Kong Bundy, up and over goes the Hitman. Bundy and Studd making frequent tags. But the Hitman trying to make a comeback. Big right hand. Has Studd in a running bulldog. Down goes Big John Studd. The Hitman makes a tag, and here comes the Anvil, the power horse of the team. And now the Anvil throws the head of John Studd into the top turnbuckle. And here comes some double team work on the part of the Hart Foundation. Up and over goes Big John Studd. Great tag team work on the part of the Hart Foundation. And now the Hitman climbing the top rope has John Studd in his sights, but Studd catches Hart. And a big scoop slam down to the mat. Studd goes for the cover. The Hitman in trouble. One. And a kick out at one by the Hitman. And the bulldog by Hart catches Big John Studd. And now Hart in position and nails that big forearm across the forehead. Will this be all? Rolls over Studd. Lateral press. 1, 2, and throw broken up by King Kong Bundy just in the nick of time. And now Bret the Hitman Hart going for a sharpshooter on those tree trunk legs of John Studd. Hart has it locked in, but oh, Bundy breaks it up. And now these two men on the outside. The Anvil gets back into the ring to break up the count. Studd on his feet. He's wobbly. And the Anvil now going back to work on John, but Studd takes over the Anvil and spins him onto the ground. Keep your eye. Oh, wait a second. What does Studd have in store here? Picks up the Anvil and slams him down to the mat. Oh, I don't think the Anvil's moving. The Anvil might be hurt. Studd has... What is Studd doing? He slams him down again to the mat. The back of the Anvil must be hurt. And the Hart Foundation are in deep trouble. Forget this match. The titles aren't on the line. And a bear hug by John Studd. The Anvil makes it to the ropes. The damage may already be done. An elbow drop to the back. The Anvil is in deep trouble. He's in dire straits. This match mercifully coming to an end. 1, 2, and broken up by the Hitman. Studd with a power slam. Down goes Hart. The Anvil with an inside cradle has Studd pinned. Referee was out of position. 1, 2, broken up by Bundy. The Anvil trying to make a comeback, but has that Cobra clutch locked in, but Bundy's not the legal man. Studd is. Studd with another slam. Down goes Neidhart, and Neidhart holding his lower back. Neidhart is hurt. And now Studd Picks up Neidhart, slams him into the turnbuckle, throws him down to the mat. Goes for the cover. This has to be all 1, 2, and no! Neidhart kicks out. Neidhart kicks out. You can't argue the heart of a champion. As Stud with a big splash, down goes Stud. The Anvil is in a world of trouble. Could this be the bear hug? Stud has him set up, and there it is, the bear hug, the back of Jim Neidhart. In excruciating pain, broken up by the Hitman. The damage may be done. Stud now in the ring with Neidhart. A submission maneuver with his knee to the back. The Anvil, oh, he's raking back. And the Anvil can't escape. And he's tapping out. And your winner is Bundy and Stud. Well, fans, there's a lot to digest from that match. Obviously, the Hart Foundation thought that they were going to do themselves a solid by preparing for demolition by taking on two huge monsters in Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy. But that may have backfired because Jim the Anvil Neidhart was hurt. He had to be helped back to the locker room at the conclusion of that match. And who knows what shape Jim the Anvil Neidhart will be in 3 weeks' time on Saturday night's main event, May 7th, here on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. It is Monday, April 18th, and we are right in the middle of things here in the Gotmark76 this week. We are going to share with you the rankings for all of the promotions throughout the Gotmark76 universe. And we'll be right back with more Gotmark76 this week after this quick timeout. This week in the NWA, Ivan Koloff made his return to the United States, and he had a very special message for his nephew Nikita, who last week won the United States Tag Team Championship with his superpower partner, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We are going to hear comments made by Ivan Koloff. So Ivan Koloff telling his nephew Nikita that Dusty Rhodes cares about one thing and one thing only. That's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And, well, I hate to say it, but We're going to find out how true that is. We're going to hear next from the Vice President of the National Wrestling Alliance, Mr. Jim Crockett Jr., with a very special announcement that's geared towards the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Let's go to these previously recorded comments from Jim Crockett Jr. So Ivan Koloff made a point to his nephew Nikita that Dusty Rhodes only cares about himself. Last week he wins the United States Tag Team Championship with his partner Nikita Koloff, and now he has to vacate either the World Television title or the US Tag Team Championships, a move which of course would have an effect on his tag team partner Nikita Koloff. What is Dusty Rhodes going to do? We're going to find out next week. He has 1 week to make that decision, and we're going to bring that to you live here on Gotmark76 this week, next week. Also in the NWA, the Total Package Lex Luger has made it no secret that he wants a world title opportunity against the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair has so far been able to avoid the Total Package Lex Luger, but he was forced to face Lex Luger this week in a non-title match, with the stipulation being that if Lex Luger could defeat Ric Flair, he would get a future world title match for the NWA Heavyweight Championship. Let's go to our feature match this week as a non-title match between the Total Package Lex Luger and the World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair. And there's the bell, and Luger going to work on Ric Flair with a kick to the midsection and a big forearm to the back. As the fans here rise in support of the Total Package, takes down Flair with a big elbow. Lex Luger needs to win this match, and he will receive a future world title opportunity, as he has Flair right where he wants him in the corner. Stomping away on the Nature Boy is Lex Luger, telling Flair to get up. Luger might want to be careful. A big chop by Flair, and now Flair in control, slamming Luger down across the knee. Nicely done on the part of the World Heavyweight Champion. And now, with a rear choke, Luger able to escape, but the damage may have been done. And a big shoulder block by Luger takes down Flair. He's going to go for the cover. Referee counts one, and a kick out at one by Flair. So we heard from Jim Crockett Jr. Dusty Rhodes has a big decision to make. If he's going to stay the World TV Champion or one half of the US Tag. And what's this? A distraction. There's our set. A distraction. Wait, who's in the ring? Someone's in the ring. The referee's focusing on our stage, but someone's in the ring. It's Barry Windham. Barry Windham's in the ring, and he's not alone. Has a chair and whacks Luger. Are you kidding me? Not like this. Luger down, enter a a chair shot by Barry Windham. The referee didn't see a damn thing, and Flair now back in control. He's setting up Luger. The patented knee drop across the forehead. Luger's gonna get screwed here. Flair choking Luger. Again, Luger has to win this match to get a future world title shot. And Flair going to work on Luger. And now he's going to go for the cover. This match is over. 1, 2, and 3. No! Luger kicks out. Luger kicks out at the very last moment. And Flair's climbing the top rope, but the damage is done. The referee discarding that chair and a big knee drop off the top rope by Flair. As Luger picks him up. And he's setting him up for a pile driver. Flair's going to put away Luger. Spikes him down. This is it. This is over. Flair. I think Flair should have gone for the... No, he's going to go for the figure four. He's going to add insult to injury. Has a figure four leg lock on Luger locked in. Can Luger make it to the ropes? And he does. Luger very fortunate to be 6'5", but Flair now going for the cover. This should be it. 1, 2, and 3. No! Luger kicks out again! Flair arguing with the referee, but staying on top of Luger. Luger wants that world title. He knows that he has to beat Flair to get a shot. And Luger now trying to make a comeback. Power slam. Down goes the Nature Boy. Luger now goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out by Flair. What a back and forth match. Luger should have been gone a long time ago. Barry Windham hits him over the head with a chair. And now Luger with a pile driver on Flair and spikes him down. Can Luger get the pinfall? Lateral press. Hooks the leg. Referee position. 1, 2, and the kick out at 2 by Flair. Wow, the momentum has shifted back and forth. Barry Windham nailed Luger with a chair shot. Flair did more damage, but Luger able to kick out both times and escape the figure four leg lock. And now Flair back in control with a neck breaker. And this match should have been over at least 3 times by now, but we're continuing as Flair rams ahead of Luger into the corner. And a closed fist, I think that got him in the throat. And Flair now going to work on the total package. As much as Luger wants a shot at the world title, I can promise you that Ric Flair doesn't want to wrestle Lex Luger when the title's on the line. Lex Luger has climbed his way to top contendership here in the NWA as Flair goes for another pile driver and spikes him down again. Luger is in a world of trouble. Flair goes for the cover, and Flair this time using the ropes. 1, 2, and he's going to steal victory. No! Luger kicks out. And Flair going for the figure four again. This time I think he's adding injury to insult, and Luger able to escape the first time. Can Luger escape again? Flair this time in the middle of the ring. Luger trying to turn it over. Can Luger do it? The momentum has shifted, and Luger able to reverse the figure four. Flair now feeling the effects. But the damage may have been done to Luger. Luger now snapmare takeover. Flair. And an elbow to the top of Flair's head. Luger's going to try and steal victory here. 1. The kick out at 1 by Flair. Got to do more than that to put away the World Heavyweight Champion. I still can't believe this match is still going on. Luger took a chair shot, 2 pile drivers, 2 figure fours. And Flair now climbing the top rope again. He hit a knee drop earlier. He has Luger lined up. Luger getting back to his feet. Flair leaps and Luger catches Flair. And he scoops slam down to the mat goes Flair. Luger now feeling it. Luger runs, charges, clothesline, takes down Flair. Can we see the torture rack? No, instead Luger setting up for a pile driver, but Flair backdrops Luger out of it, and I think Luger may have been shaken up on that. And Flair now going for the figure four again. Luger has overcome so much in this match. Can Luger? He does. He makes it to the ropes again, but the damage done. Luger in trouble. Flair goes for the cover. Is on top. 1, 2, and 3. I'll tell you, a valiant effort on the part of Lex Luger, but he got screwed in this matchup. And your winner, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, he does not have to defend the world title against Luger, but I think Luger has an argument here. He got screwed in this matchup. Interference from Barry Windham, but a hard-fought victory for Ric Flair, even though it's a tainted one. And we'll have more NWA after this quick timeout. So Ric Flair with a victory over Lex Luger after interference from Barry Windham hitting Luger with a chair, after Luger escaped not 1, not 2, but 3 figure 4 leg locks. But Ric Flair just too much for Lex Luger to overcome, even though I think Luger has an argument to be made that he does in fact deserve a world title shot against Ric Flair. We will pay special attention to that in the upcoming weeks. Next week here, our feature match in the NWA will be the Superpowers challenging Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson for the World Tag Team Championship. And we will also hear the decision that the American Dream Dusty Rhodes has made whether to stay World TV Champion or one half of the US Tag Team Champions. This week in the AWA and World Class Championship Wrestling saw the living legend Larry Zbyszko walk out on the promotion. That's right, Larry Zbyszko has left the AWA after the actions that we saw last week here on Gotmark76 this week, when Terry Bam Bam Gordy ended up coming to the ring, distracting Zbyszko, and Zbyszko would go on to lose that match against Bruiser Brody. And Larry Zbyszko was not too happy when he got back to the dressing room. He approached the AWA Commissioner Vern Gagne, and Vern Gagne had nothing of it. He said, if you don't like it, then leave. And Larry Zbyszko left. We will pay close attention to see where Larry Zbyszko ends up, but he is no longer part of the AWA and World Class. Also in the AWA, free agent Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert has made his intentions known that he wants to challenge Jerry the King Lawler in a future opportunity for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. We are still waiting to hear from the King to see if he will accept that challenge. It is now time for our feature match in the AWA, our big main event, as we will crown new AWA World Tag Team Champions when the number 1 contenders, the Midnight Rockers, take on the number 2 contenders, the Nasty Boys. Let's head down the ringside.
Interesting to see who will gain the early advantage for their team in this match for the tag titles.
Momentum is always so vital in a tag match. No one knows that better than the champions. I look for them to come out of the gate strong.
Headlock. Oh, cheap shot right above the eye. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Reaches his partner for the tag.
Power drop kick. Drop kick. That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Drop kick hits the mark.
Punch lands. Slam down. Off the turnbuckles.
What's he gonna do?
Here we go. Across the top rope. What a hot shot.
Tag is made. Sharp punch.
Well-placed kick. Leg lock. He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
What makes a great tag partner, Cole, is knowing when to tag. We'll find out soon enough if he's even a good tag partner.
Turning the tables there. Tags him in. Oh, the elbow connects.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Jarring impact. Saw it coming. Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Oh, my. Down for the title. No, he blocks the shoulder before 3.
That was a long 2 count there.
Oh, kick right to the gut. And another one. In off the tag. He's in off the tag.
Big-time power slam. And the electricity of this moment is coursing through his veins.
He has a task at hand, but prefers to be showboating right now. Got the tag. Got the tag. Getting set up for something in the corner. Face full of turnbuckle. Torturous focus on the leg, punishing the leg. Oh, what a right hook. He reverses it. Oh, no. Right to the back of the neck.
He's positioning himself, closing in.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Super kick. He saw that one coming.
Got it scouted. Up. Flapjack. Gosh, landing face first. Oh, right to the body. Ooh. Come on, count along if you want. The 10 beats of the Byron.
Shot after shot after shot. Endless blows.
I wish it was you.
Oh, man, you can see he is feeling it now.
Oh, what a right hook. Headlock. Oh, and a cheap shot right above the eye. Into the barricade.
Ooh, well measured.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. Right across the larynx. Oh, God, what an elbow. He's got the answer for that one. He needs to find his way back into the ring.
The count just keeps going up.
8. Beats the count out, and what a close call. Oh, sweet.
Nicely done.
Tag, switching it up.
Well, I guess all rules are out the window now.
Sleeper slam. Oh, had that well scouted.
Inverted backbreaker.
Ow. Drop kick on target. And a kick for the championship. He kicks out at 2. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can. That was terrible by her. 2.
And we have new tag team champions. What a moment.
Here are your winners, the Rockers.
What a shift into the tides with this championship match.
Honestly, Michael, there is no way I can think to describe this other than absolute goosebumps.
Then imagine how the new champ must feel, Byron.
So there you have it, new AWA World Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Rockers of Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Congratulations to them. I'm sure the Nasty Boys will get a rematch down the road. Next week here on Gotmark76 this week, the feature AWA match will be Terry Funk taking on Abdullah the Butcher. The winner of that match will receive a future world-class heavyweight title match against Kerry Von Erich. So next week's shaping up to be a great show. We already heard that we're going to have a World Tag Team title match when the Superpowers challenge Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. We'll hear the American Dream Dusty Rhodes decision whether to stay the World Television Champion or co-holder of the United States Tag Team Championship. And who knows, after next week they might be World Tag Team Champions. We're going to see that big #1 contenders match for the World Class title. And we will also see new fan favorite, the Macho Man Randy Savage, in action against Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. We thank you so much for joining us here on Gotmark76 this week. Until next time, we'll see you at the matches. Goodbye, everybody.